Hey, Todd Burrier from toddburrier.com, and today we're going to talk about developing your persistence muscles, right? So your persistence muscles are just huge as a success habit, right? So persistence can be a habit, but you have to develop it that way. And it's interesting, since it's persistence and perseverance, you put those two things together and you have a decent product and a company that'll last, and you'll build a massive business. I mean, literally, I can't even make it any simpler than that. But if you think about it, persistence is something that we sort of are born with, and then society beats it out of us a little bit. You think about a child and a cookie. How many times will a child ask you for a cookie? Until you give them a cookie. If it takes 20 times, they'll ask 20 times, right? I mean, walk around the grocery store and watch little kids with their parents. You'll see persistence, right? So persistence is something we have and then we lose, and we got to rebuild those muscles. And so this lesson really came out of Vibrational Money Immersion, which is Ray Higdon's book, where he also models Napoleon Hill. Phenomenal book. If you haven't gotten that book will be really beneficial for you. Vibrational Money Immersion. And so I'm going to give you these 4 nuggets that came out of this compilation. And so the first is you got to have a definite purpose, right? A definite purpose that where you've got a burning desire. Like you got a burning desire to go ahead and achieve that definite purpose. And so I remember one of my favorite movies of all time is A Princess Bride. If you've never seen that, there's this scene in the movie, late in the movie, where like the hero is mostly dead. He's not completely dead, he's mostly dead. And Billy Crystal's character, the wizard guy, is up and he's wondering why the guy's not dead because of what he's been through. And he's like, what's so important? And he hears him say, to believe, which he meant true love. And so true love was his burning desire. It's a definite purpose. It's what he kept them alive. And I know it's just a movie, but yay, there's stuff you can learn from everything. And so definite purpose. You have to have definite purpose that's burning in you, right? So I want to help 1 million people the next 28 to 30 months. That's my purpose. That's why I do blogs most, 4 or 5 times a week. It's why I do live training all the time. It's why I create products. It's why I help whoever wants me to help them. It's because that's what burns me, man. That's what drives me, because nothing feels better to me than making an impact on another person, right? So you got to have a definite purpose. Yes, certainly I need income, etc. But I've taken care of a lot of that in my life, and still do. But but you got to have something that drives what you do. So the second thing is you got to have a definite plan that gets expressed in continuous action. So again, you see me doing content on a regular basis. It's a definite plan. Just like as I was building my network marketing business years ago, definite plan. Right? Every day I took continuous action, definite plan. I hit my contact goals every day. Most days I exceeded them. And what happened? I became a master recruiter. Why? Because I just did that, right? I had a burning desire and it did the work. And back then I was driven, when I first got started in the industry, I was driven completely by the desire for freedom. Completely by that. The freedom from someone else being able to tell me that I did or did not have a job anymore, when I had to do this, when I had to do that, right? That I didn't want that in my life. I wanted a different kind of life. Doesn't make it wrong, just wasn't right for me. Right? Then, over the year, even when I was bankrupt, because I had made so many mistakes and failed early in my career, failed meaning, had gone way backwards. Not true failure, because that's quitting. But then my desire, the reason I stayed in there was family, because I'd had that experience of those several years. Even though I was a struggling networker trying to make my way, I was with my family. I was spending time with my kids. I was living a unique life. Even if I didn't have money, I still had this great life. That was just the only piece I hadn't figured out yet, right? So, and then, as I built a big business and developed my skills, then my entire passion is serving others. And that's where you have to get to, right? You got to get that burning desire and then a definite plan. And then know that your desires will change, right? As you begin to achieve some of those. And then next thing, and this is really important, you got to close your mind against the negative stuff, because you're going to have negative, discouraging influences all around you. You got to limit that, right? Are there people in your life who speak negative to you? Because if they are, zoop, cut them out. I don't know how else to tell you. You just whoosh. And if they're really close to you, like family, and you can't avoid them, then you got to tell them, hey, it's okay with me if you disagree with what I'm doing. But I'm asking you to respect me because I'm trying to make something happen that matters for me. And you can disagree all you want, but I would kindly ask you to refrain from speaking negative because I don't deserve that. I don't deserve you to tell me what I can't do. I got my own work to do, and I'm going to work through it, and I'm going to do something. I'll make you proud, but I'm not doing it for you, but I'll make you proud. But you understand what I'm saying? You got to be real. You can't be afraid. You got to be bold. You got to say, hey, I'm doing this thing. Now, if there are other associations and they're just negative, cut them out. I just don't have many negative associations in my life because I'm too sensitive to it. So if you're negative, you're not in my life. That's just it. You're out. And you know that you got to be really conscious of managing your energy in that way. And then the next and last one kind of helps in that third one is friendly alliances, right? With one or more people. So yeah, you're going to have a team that you're building, but you need to have other people like a coach or a mentor or a mastermind group that you're a part of. You need to have these positive, supportive people that you can interact with that are peer-based, right? That are like pulling for you and can look into you and say, hey, this or that. I mean, heck, because I have a coach, I have an awesome coach. I pay a lot for him, but he's awesome. And he said something to me 2 days ago that was incredibly helpful to me that nobody else in my life could have said, right? Nobody else would have said. But he said, hey, here's something I observe that you might want to look at, right? Which was really helpful for me. And that's what a coach can do for you. So if you don't have a coach, you need to find one. I mean, that's just bottom line. You want to build a big business, long-term business, you need a coach. You need a coach to make a huge difference in your life. And so if you don't have a coach, and you can reach out to me. I do coaching as well, but look for a coach, whether it's me or somebody else. You need coaching. And I'm not just talking about your upline. You should have a great coaching relationship with them, but you need someone that's doesn't have a vested interest in what occurs to you, because they will be totally objective, and you need a coach in that way. So those 4 things: definite purpose, definite plan, close off about the negative, and be surrounded by the positive, objective, peer-based people that are pulling for you and willing to help you. And those will help you dramatically to develop your persistence muscles, which will take you anywhere that you want to go. So I hope that was beneficial. Feel free to share it and comment below. If you got a question, shoot me a question. I appreciate you stopping by today, and I wish you a great rest of your day.